guys, it's me, Julie Gooley, and I'm here with a requested video. I'm doing some requests today. I had a request to go over my new skincare routine, so I thought it would be actually a really great video or a great video idea because my routine has changed quite a bit since the last routine video that I taped, and I think I've actually taken that one down because it has changed so much. Okay, so I wanted to go over what my new routine is now and how it's changed, and then some lessons that I've learned over the last year or so. Okay, so I have a new routine, but I mean basically the steps are the same. There's 4 basic steps. You have to cleanse, you have to exfoliate, you have to moisturize, and you have to protect your skin. And I mean, doing those 4 things, you're pretty much, no matter what product line you use or product range or whatever, as long as you're doing those things, you're good. So I'm not talking about specific products, like I'll be showing you the specific products that I use, but it's more of the idea of the products than any one brand that I'm trying to sell to you, because if there's one thing that I've learned being on here is that all things work differently for all people. And I mean, so everybody has to find what works best for them and for their skin, and you know, because your skin just agrees with you more. Okay, so the first step is in the nighttime, and I start there because that's when, you know, you have all the stuff on your face and everything like that. So my first step is to cleanse my skin. And I have been using religiously for about 2.5 months, my Noxzema. I just love it. It's been cleaning my skin, and I've got the one that has moisturizers in it, so it doesn't strip my skin too much. It just, my skin feels cleanest when I use this, and it feels fresh and just alive, and I love it, and so it works, so I'm using it, so I'll use that. But another one that I've come to like a lot as well, and I kind of use these intermittently, I kind of intermix them, but I use the Noxzema the most, is the No. 7 Soft and Soothed Gentle Cleanser. The only problem that I have with this is it's very nice and creamy. It's kind of expensive. For 200 mils, you're paying like $20 for it. Let's see if you can see what it looks like there. I'm having problems with my camera. It does not want to focus properly. But I find that it's very nice and soothing. It doesn't irritate your skin or anything like that, but it doesn't clean very well. Like, I find that there's stuff left over on my face after I use that. So I pretty much stick with this. $6 for a big tub like that. Can't go wrong. Okay, so the first thing I do is I take off my eye makeup using an eye makeup remover for waterproof mascara, because I've been using that a lot lately. Then I'll cleanse my face. Step 2 is exfoliate. Now, there's different ways that you can exfoliate. You can exfoliate using you can exfoliate chemically, so using some sort of serum. You can exfoliate mechanically using something like a face scrubber, which I'm going to show you in a second, or even a face cloth. I used a face cloth for a really, really long time. Works really well. Like, you get, you know, as long as you're doing something to, you know, scrub your face, you are exfoliating. Or you can use it in a scrub, like using something that's got exfoliating beads in it. What I've been using, I don't even know, just a few weeks, it hasn't been that long actually, is my Skin Sonic. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I'm going to do a review, but you know this type of machine. This one's the Skin Sonic. There's the Mia, the Clarisonic, anything like that, okay? This does a really fantastic mechanical exfoliation, and the thing that I've noticed the biggest difference in is the texture of my skin. It just takes all those little bumps, you know, like all of a sudden you've got little craggies and bumps and stuff like that on your face, totally smooths that out. Word of warning, if you have sensitive red skin like I do, I'm finding even, you know, like every other day is fine, because if I'm doing it every single day, I do find it irritates my skin a little bit, and I start to get little red bumps in here, so you're kind of defeating what you're using this for. But if you use it in moderation, it does a fantastic job. And there is a lot of talk now about exfoliating too much, which I can believe. It's kind of like the idea of when you exfoliate your feet, like when you scrape off the calluses on the bottom of your feet, there is kind of a counterproductive consequence of that, in that it makes your body build the calluses harder, faster. So you kind of get into this routine where it's like the more you exfoliate, the more you have to exfoliate. So I think if you're doing something like this and then using a serum, I think you're okay. I don't think you have to, you know, chemically strip your face all the time and do this and scrubs and chemical peels and all that. I think that doing those all in conjunction all the time can harm your face. So, you know, when in doubt, keep it simple. That's what I say. So using this once a day if your skin can handle it, once every other day if your skin's a little bit sensitive like mine, I think you're good to go. Okay, so that's exfoliating, and I will use that in conjunction with my cleanser of choice. Okay, you don't have to use a special cleanser or anything like that. This one comes with different heads, so you can have like a sponge foam applicator if you want to use it to apply a scrub to your face. But basically what I do is remove my eye makeup, as I said, then I put my cleanser all over my face, and then I will, you know, use this. Okay, so I'm cleansing and exfoliating at the same time. So those are kind of like 2 steps in one. Okay, so then the third step after I do that is to moisturize. And that's kind of where my skin routine has changed the most. And that was having my skin type identified properly. Okay, so I was actually, my skin type was identified as dehydrated as opposed to dry. So learning that step allows me to use products that are geared towards dehydrated skin as opposed to dry skin, because there's 2 different things. I'll talk about that in a second. So I will moisturize using my skin cream for dehydrated skin, and I use this at nighttime. And that's probably the biggest thing that's changed for me. Is for the longest time I wasn't actually moisturizing at night because I was feeling like my skin was like getting all gunked up, and I was waking up and my skin was kind of greasy and pores were blocked and stuff like that. But nighttime is when your skin does all its renewal and all that stuff, so you're actually better off moisturizing at night. Then you'll wake up in the morning with moisturized skin. The trick is finding the right moisturizer that's not too heavy and is actually just moisturizing your skin. So I've been using this that I got at my aesthetic salon. So this is a salon brand. I don't know like where you can get it. I don't even know where they sell this. This is La Biostatique. Like I said, I don't know. Other than where I get it from, I have no idea where else you can get it, but it's working for me. So you can actually look up www.labiostatique.com. I'll put a link down below so you can check that out there. But this one is specifically for dehydrated sensitive skin. Now this is something that I have not been able to find a drugstore version of. I don't see anything in the drugstore that's for dehydrated skin as opposed to dry skin. So I don't know what to tell you there. All I can tell you is switching to this cream has made the biggest difference in my skincare across the board. I no longer have to use cream after cream after cream. I use this, I use my serum, and I'm good to go. Okay, so that's what I do at night. Put that on, go to bed. I missed a step, sorry. Underneath the moisturizer, I apply my serum. So you get out, you take your makeup off, you wash your face, you exfoliate with your scrubber, then you want to put your serum on. I totally missed a step. So sorry. So the serum that I've been using right now, where is it? This is my Healthy Skin Face Lotion from Neutrogena. This is multivitamins and alpha hydroxy. So again, that helps exfoliate. You can get different serums to do different things. You just pick the one that works best for you. I'm using this one because it helps with the discoloration and things like that, like little brown spots and stuff like that. So that's what I use underneath my moisturizer. Then I go to bed. I wake up in the morning, and when I'm in the shower, every other day or every 3 days, I will use an exfoliating facial scrub. Just because I don't re-wash my face in the morning, but I like the idea of like splashing water on my face, using the scrub, because it kind of like cleans off any dirt that may have fallen on your face while you were sleeping or whatever, or just, like whatever kind of oils have come out in your skin, and cleans off that layer of moisturizer that you've had on the night before, just like starting with a fresh face. If I don't exfoliate, because I don't like scrubbing my face too much, I will tone. Just use, after I'm done in the shower, I'll take a cotton pad with, this is Sensitive Gentle Refreshing Toner from Boots, or from number 7. I like this because it's just gentle. It's not stripping. It's not doing anything you could use for dry skin or your oily skin or whatever. Just something that will prepare my skin for moisture. Okay, so that's what I'll use. Then again, I'll use my cream, a smaller amount in the daytime than I do at night. A little bit goes a long way. This does not have an SPF in it, and I've actually found that limiting the amount of products that I use with an SPF in them is actually improving my skin in a sense that I don't get the redness as much anymore. A lot of the times the sensitivity is actually being caused by the chemical sunscreens in the products that you're using. So what I've started doing is just not worrying about it in my cream. So I use the cream that works for my skin, and then I apply a sunscreen over top of that. So my favorite is the Neutrogena Ultra Sheer. And I know it sounds like I work for Neutrogena or something. I just really like their products for my sensitive skin. I find that their sunscreens are the best because they go on nice and smooth, and they don't, a lot of those sunscreen products are like really thick, and they go all sticky on the skin. This just goes on really nice and light. This one is specifically designed for faces. It's got the broad spectrum UVA, UVB protection, and has an SPF of 60. It's non-greasy, doesn't clog your pores. I think that's good. Then, just as a throwaway item, once every couple of weeks, I'll do a mask for myself. Like, I'll just have some sort of pampering mask. I'm in love with this Freeman's facial hydration mask. It's a goji berry mask. It hydrates and soothes your skin. It goes on. It kind of looks like, I don't know, it just goes on clear, and it just leaves your skin feeling so nice and smooth. Or I'll do like a clay mask. Okay, I don't do it all the time. It's just every couple weeks or so when you feel like pampering yourself, throw on a mask and there you go. But I maintain that you cannot go wrong just keeping your routine simple, cleansing your skin, exfoliating your skin, putting the SPF on, and all those other superfluous products you really don't need. But if you like using them, you find them fun, you feel that they're making a difference, go ahead. But I'm telling you, you don't need it to keep your skin looking good. Okay? There's my 39-year-old skin. Alright, so that's the routine. Those are the products I'm using, but there's some lessons that I have learned over, the course of this, the last year or so, and I'm just going to talk about those now. So the first one, and I alluded to it when I was talking about my routine, is get your skin type identified. So as I said, I went to a friend of mine is an esthetician, and she gave me a facial. And when she does the facial, she does some little test on your skin to actually determine what kind of skin type you have. And she determined that I actually had dehydrated skin and not dry skin. So the main differences, and I've looked it up online, and I can't really, there's not a lot of hard information or resources about exactly what the difference means and what you can do. But the main difference is dehydrated skin lacks water, and dry skin lacks oil. You can have oily skin that is also dehydrated. You can have dry skin that's dehydrated. So basically the dry skin presents itself as tight, craggly feeling skin and flaky skin and whatnot, okay? But dehydrated skin means there's a definite lack of water in the skin. I feel that putting the water back in your skin using products that are meant for dehydrated skin actually takes care of the dry skin. So I have dehydrated dry skin, but dealing with the dehydrated part of my skin has actually helped with the dryness. It's basically cured it. I feel like I don't have dry skin at all anymore since I just started using that one cream and stopped using all the other stuff that I was using and piling on my face. There was a while there where I thought, okay, dry skin means I have a lack of oil, so I was piling all kinds of oils on my skin and creams on my skin, and they weren't doing anything. It was just like, maybe they would cover it up, but they weren't getting rid of the flakiness and the dryness. As soon as I started using the cream for dehydrated skin, fixed the problem right away. Now, a lot of that might have something to do with the fact that it's summertime now and my skin's naturally less dry, so I will have to follow up in the fall and in the winter as it gets drier naturally, but it was literally overnight that my skin just I stopped using all those heavy creams and started using a combination of, you know, serums and one cream, and it's worked wonders, okay? So there you go. So the best thing that I can say for you is if you're like me, where you had like dry, flaky skin, and you're just piling, like I would be using a combination of like 4 or 5 moisturizers in one sitting. You know, I'd have my regular moisturizer, then I'd be putting on like a more heavy duty one, then an SPF one, and blah, 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 and just cream after cream after cream. And it wasn't helping with the dryness. My skin was still dry all the time. So, yeah, so you could, if you don't want to go to, you know, a salon and have them do the skin test, and you think, okay, well, maybe I just have dehydrated skin, see if you can find a product that's for dehydrated skin as opposed to dry skin, and see if that makes a difference for you. But I would really probably suggest going and seeing someone and having your skin type diagnosed. The risk that you run doing that, and I know that it's a problem, is you go into those places and they immediately want you to buy and all the products that they're using, and they're really not cheap. This little pot of, you know, it's like 50 mils, it was $50, so it's really, really expensive. But I will say that I use the smallest amount in the morning, smallest amount in the evening, and it just works, so I'm not constantly having to pile stuff on my face, so it's actually helping in the long run, and it's cheaper in the long run because I'm not buying all different kinds of creams. Okay, the second lesson that I've learned is to clean your skin, like really clean it. I have stopped cold turkey using, for a while there I was using the Bioderma, you know, to wash my face, or I was using, you know, makeup removing wipes. They leave a residue on your skin, and they're not really deep cleaning your skin. So you have to cleanse your skin with a proper cleanser. Those things are great for, I think, preliminary, like just taking your makeup off, then going and washing your face, especially the Bioderma. Like, I know you can wash your face with them, but I just think over time, it just like there was residue left, and over time it was gunking up my skin. Since I've like stopped using those and just bitten the bullet and gone in the evening to wash my face, it's really, really helped. So clean your skin. Okay, so the third lesson is to exfoliate, and I talked about that before. Like, you've got to get the dead skin off, and really bite the bullet and buy one of these little, especially if you're over 35, just do it. Either, you know, go for the expensive Clarisonic Mia, or something like this. This is Skin Sonic, and I'll put the information in the information bar about that. You need something to get, I mean, it gets blood flow going to the surface of your skin and helps with cell renewal, like cell turnover, getting the blood pumping. I find it's really helped getting like the little bumps off my face. It just clears all that stuff off, really makes a difference, and it like opens your pores and allows your pores to take in the stuff that you put on over top of that to help your skin. So it's probably the single most important thing that you can do, is just get something that will exfoliate your face. Okay, so I mentioned this before as well. The fourth lesson that I've learned is to moisturize at night. If you have dry skin, moisturize at night. That's when you're doing the best, because that's when your body is at rest, and that's when your body does all of its renewal processes. Okay, so moisturize at night. You'll wake up with moisturized skin. Again, lesson number 5, I've talked about this before. Keep it simple. You don't need 1,000 products. If you looked at the routine that I just went over, I have like bucketfuls of products that were not mentioned in it that I was using before that you don't need. You just need to cleanse your face, you need to moisturize, you need to protect from this, protect from the sun. That's it. Keeping it at that core, your skin will be great. Okay, but what goes along with that is lesson number 6, which is the idea of serums versus creams. So, I think it's actually more beneficial to your skin to find a serum that does what you want it to do, as opposed to finding a cream, like an let's go with anti-aging, okay? So the serum that I'm using is this Healthy Skin. So this is a multivitamin facial treatment with alpha hydroxy that helps to improve dull, rough, uneven skin and reveal newer, younger looking skin. Okay, so you use this in conjunction with your moisturizer. And that's what the difference is between serums and moisturizers, right? So you find a serum that does what you want it to do, anti-aging, resurfacing, restructuring, anything like that. put that on. They're not as heavy. They don't have all the same ingredients in them. They're basically like the ingredients that you would find in an anti-aging cream without the cream, right? So you just find the serum that you want. After you've washed your face, you put your serum on. That still allows you to put your moisturizer on, but you're not putting, you know, moisturizer with this followed by a moisturizer with that. Like, you're not overloading on the moisturizers. So you're not overloading all the gunk that you're putting on your skin. Again, goes with keeping it simple. So I've really become a proponent of using the serums. I don't have them with me, but I was using these little marine extract serum tablets that I got when I got this cream. Worked wonderfully in the daytime, right? Like, just put that on, does what it needs it to do without all the other ingredients going along with it, and then you can layer it with your favorite moisturizer. So just explore the idea of serums. I know that Olay at the drugstore has some fantastic serums. Something just flew past my window that caught my eye, sorry. So just try that. And yeah, that's it, guys. So that's my new routine, and those are the lessons that I've learned. And yeah, so if you have any other questions, just let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.